Hi guys, I'm Al and I'm in my board game era. And we are finally back to filming. I'm sorry about the break, but we had a summer full of baseball games and running around and just general good times outside. So our inside board game time took a bit of a hit. That's okay. We're back. It's fall. What a perfect time to start board gaming again. So here I am, back with one of my favorite segments, Yolo, so solo, because life is too short not to play board games. So let's take a peek at what we're doing today. Okay, we are back in Final Girl mode. Of course we are, because it's my favorite game, and also because I needed something just like dip my toe back in the water of streaming and playing games solo again. So obviously go back to something you know and love and tried and true, tested. However, I am taking a bit of a gamble with this one because Carnival of Blood with Geppetto is not one of my favorites. It's just a little bit, how do you say, difficult. Yeah, it's difficult. Obviously everybody wants to win when they play, but these freaking minions are a bit of a nuisance, I got to tell you. And we'll get into that in a minute, but I was like, you know what? Let's just start. We already did 3 other box sets from the first season. So let's finish out this season. We'll start into season 2, and then hopefully by the time we're done season 2, season 3 will have arrived from Kickstarter. I am so excited. I cannot wait. Okay, so we're at the Carnival of Blood, which I would never go to because, hello. And Geppetto's there, and he has some puppet minions that follow him around. So, same setup as our regular boards. All of our victims are set up, the killer and our final girl are set up based on the setup card. I have set up the items for searching locations as described in the setup instructions for this game. And we are ready to go. Special things with this game is minions will come out at the beginning of the killer's turn, and it says so right here at the beginning. So you spawn a puppet each time, and he will spawn into, or they will spawn into Geppetto's spot. And if there are no puppets to spawn, we don't have to spawn any puppets because there's none to spawn, which is not great because it means they're all on the board. So it's give and a take with this game. Okay, we need to choose our final girl. So we're feeling Charlie or Asami. Let's see. Asami needs to save 4 victims. Charlie needs to save 6. Okay, you know what? Let's get to the goods quickly. Let's do Asami. And we will save 4 victims because we're going to do it. This time we're going to save all 4 victims. We're going to get to that super special power. Let's do it. So she has 5 health. So we'll put out 4 hearts, and our 5th health will be that black marker. And then Geppetto has 8 health. That's a lot more than we have. And each minion has 1 health. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, all good. Okay, so that's all set up. We are set up. We have our tarot deck all set up. Anything else I should let you know about? Minions move on the turns. If the tarot deck doesn't specifically say it's for minions only, then the order would be minions first. They do all of the actions. All of the minions do all of the actions on the tarot card, which is just so awesome. Said nobody ever. And then our killer goes. Fantastic. Our minions cannot end their turn more than 2 spaces away from Geppetto because they have a little bit of codependency going on, and how do you blame them? They're attacked by strength, so it's kind of their default to roll back. That's about it. There are a few items in amongst our search items, which are traps. Traps are not good. They are designed to slow us down, hurt us, do all the things. So if we're searching and we flip over a trap card, we have to resolve it immediately, and then one of our trap tokens will go out onto the board, which is just something we want to avoid. Okay, now, is there anything else we need to talk about? That should probably not be there. Horror should be at 4. I think that's it. Let's start playing. Okay, so let's jump into it. We are going to start with an event card, and look at me not forgetting this time. Run, I'll hold them off. Well, that's very kind of you. There's a fine line between courage and idiocy. I agree. The victim closest to you is your fiancé. If the enemy would move into your space while the fiancé is there, instead kill the fiancé and the enemy stays where they are. If your fiancé is killed by a trap, increase the horror by 5. If the fiancé leaves the game, discard this card. Well, that's some mixed feelings about that. Okay, so the closest victim to me becomes my fiancé. So we either this guy or this guy. Let's go here. That's my fiancé. All right. So as usual, we have our starting deck of cards, and we want to start with some focus, I think, to try and get our horror down because it is dangerously high. Let's start with these top 2 decks and see how she goes. That's pretty much how she always goes. Not well. So we can turn this 3 into a success by turning in, let's say, our short rest and our weak attack, because we're not anywhere near anybody. And we'll make that a 6. And that means we get to decrease horror by 1 and we lose 1 time. So do we want to walk and try and save a victim and keep this focus in case we need it as fodder for our dice rolling, which is apparently not going to be great? No, you know what? I'm going to think positive. It's going to get better. Just uphill from here. Okay. Let's walk. Let's walk to this fiancé here and see what happens. Let's see what happens. Okay, we're going to roll. Okay, that's not bad. 1 success. Should we make that other one a success and just use all of our cards? We would move 2. So we could go 1, 2, and then we could be in a spot to either take those guys out or come over here and do some searching. And this is the Forest of Horrors, which has our knife bando, and that could do some extra damage. Maybe we should start making our way over there. Although we are already in, you know what? Can't think of that now. We were in a search spot. It's fine. It's fine. Lucky dice, we do need lucky dice, but we don't need to go searching for them. Okay, we're just gonna have them right here in front of us. So we're gonna turn this into a success. Turn these 2 cards in, lose a time, and we're gonna walk over here. 1, and our fiance will come with us. 2. All right, we're all hanging out down here. It's a great start. Feel really good about it. Let's see what we're going to do. We gotta buy some cards. Love me some shopping for cards. Okay, we have 4 to spend. Obviously, we're gonna need some movement on our next turn, so that's 2. And then we're gonna want to search that location, which is another 2. So those were all of our monies, our time monies. Okay, these ones will go here, and that will be for the next turn. Now it's these guys' turn. Okay, so we're gonna spawn a puppet, and the puppets come from this ready position here. So they're gonna go into Geppetto's spot. And then they are going to move And, sorry, they're going to target a victim and move. All right, well, there's one there. Done. Okay. Geppetto is going to take his turn now, and he's going to target either the final girl or a victim, but he's not moving. If somebody was in his space, he would do his whole stabby jabby thing, but he's not, so he won't. Okay, let's go on to the tarot cards. Okay, boxed in with nowhere to go. If there are no victims on the board, there are, so you can just skip ahead. Horror goes up twice. There. Each victim that is with or adjacent to a puppet space panics. If a victim panics to a space with a puppet, they're killed immediately. Okay, so what does that mean for us? That's obviously this guy. So he's going to panic because he is with or adjacent to the puppet. Are there any other adjacent? This guy's adjacent. This guy's not adjacent. Okay, so these two have to panic. Let's see. All right, let's roll for this guy to see if he panics. 5. He is, yep, coming up there. Good, good move. And then that guy here, 1. He is going to be killed immediately. Fantastic. Okay, he was not prepared for the carnival of blood like we are. Okay, now, does bloodlust go up if the minions kill people? Probably, right? Let's check on that. So I couldn't see in the rules specifically if when a minion kills, does the bloodlust go up? But it did read when a victim is killed, the killer's bloodlust goes up. And it sounded like I said the same thing, but they were actually different. Don't ask me how words work. But I think I'm just going to go ahead and increase the bloodlust because I feel like that's the right thing to do in this scenario. Okay, that's the end of that. We are going to our upkeep phase. Nobody panics because nobody's in the space. Oh, that's a lie. No, we did the killer phase. We're good. We're good. We're on track. Fine. Nobody's in the space with the minion or the killer, so we move on to our turn, which is probably going to be rather quick. All right, do we move these guys out to the exit and start getting some victims onto Asami and then scoot back over to the Forest of Horrors? It's kind of too tempting not to bring these guys out, right? And then maybe we can use it to get our horror down. So let's sprint. And we're going to get 2 stars and move 3 spaces. Yeah, we are. Look at that. We are moving and shaking. Okay, so we lose 1 time for that. Big deal. And we move 3 spaces. This is amazing. Okay, I'm just going to save our fiance because the fact that he's here is giving me anxiety. So let's get rid of him. We'll drop those 2 off. Perfect. We're going to increase our horror or decrease our horror by 2. And we will take a search action. Sure, let's do that. Why not? Okay, and then we still have our 1 move. So that was 1, 2, and 3. And when this guy comes off, then we're going to put that over, move 1 space because that's cool. And let's scoot on back towards the Forest of Horrors. Cool. Okay. That's all we can do this round. Super happy about those stars coming up though. Looks like we're going to be rolling the bottom ones. Okay, you stay down because it's easier to see you. All right, we have 5 to spend. We need some movement, obviously, although we're getting some back. Nobody's really close to us. I don't think we need any defense yet. So that was 2 for our sprint. We're at 3. Do we get a distraction? Or Do we just take a guard card just to have it in case? Maybe. We don't know what the terror will bring. All right, let's do that for 2. 1, 2, and then we'll get a close call. I think that's a good start to our hands. Okay, we'll take that. Let's double check that we have enough space to hold all of these because we can only have a hand size of 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, somebody's staying home. How about the short rest? You stay there. All right, and then that will come back because we use that. Our time goes up, back into the killer phase. Minions, puppets. We have to spawn a new one. Cool. Then he will target a victim and move. So this guy is going to target that guy and move. This one will target this one and move. And then it's Geppetto's turn, and he's pretty useless right now. You know what? I'm okay with it. Stay useless. You're not needed here, okay? Your minions have this. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, that's their turn. They're done. Everybody did what they're going to do. So let's see what the terror will bring. Master Showman, place Geppetto in your space. Goodness gracious. See that guard card? It's like we had this intuition. Okay, place a puppet in each adjacent space if able. Okay, well, he's already in an adjacent space. And that's an adjacent space there. Okay. So now this will apply to everyone or just the killer? I think. Okay. So it is going to be an everybody doing the bad stuff situation. Okay. Minions first. They are going to target a victim or a final girl and attack. This guy doesn't have anybody with him, thank goodness. This guy does, so he is going to kill this poor little guy, and the blood plus will go up. And now our killer Geppetto will attack us. But we have our guard card. So let's go ahead and block that. Block it. Blocked it so good. Blocked it so good. We ignore all damage, which is fantastic. Okay. Beautiful. All right, that's the end of that one. Moving right along. Actually, you guys can come back because it's our turn. All right, let's see. Let's get away from this guy. Or do we attack him while we have him here? We might as well, right? He's there. We might as well take just a little 1-2. Get him, attack him. Let's do our thing. 1 star. Okay, 1 star is we hit him, but he hits us back. All right, I'm okay with it. We'll take it. We will take it. Actually, let's do this. Move those there. Okay, that's that. And we will move. We're on the move. I think we need to go to the House of Horrors. No, Forest of Horrors. Let's walk over there. We're real close. We will walk. Sort of. Kind of just meandering over there. We can... Do we want to use our close call yet? How about a focus and a walk? Focus and a walk, or 2 focuses? Let's do 2 focuses. We'll focus our way out of this. Turn that into a success, and we're going to move 1 space. All right, let's search our little hearts out. Now, if we roll 2 successes, we can take the top 2 cards. If the second card underneath there is a trap, have to resolve that. So, oops, not sure what I was hoping for there, but because it wasn't a success and it was out of bowl, the dice tray, we get to reroll again. House rules. Success, one success, which means we just take what's on top, what we can see. That's the Forest of Horrors, and we get the Knife Bandolier. What does this say? I feel like this is too many knives. No, no such thing. Okay, so when using the Knife Bandolier, you may divide the damage as you choose between enemies within range. Okay. So it takes one hand. We have to put those little dots on. Let's see where those little dots went. Okay, dots are done. Dots are done. Dot, dot, dot. Okay. Do we want to search some more, or do we head up to the House of Mirrors and get that aluminum bat? Kind of want to just search here one more time, because the aluminum bat takes up 2 hands and it only does 1 extra damage. So let's just see. Let's just see. We can do this. We'll search, and we're not going to get a tracker. It's fine. I am not worried. Well, I'm a little bit more worried than I was, because our successes they're unparalleled today. I don't know what to say. This is amazing. I'm not sure they're happening exactly when we need them, but we will not say no to successes. Okay, let's see. 2 item cards. Throwing axe, yep. And the trap card, of course. Cool. Okay, so we get to keep this. Let's just tuck that there for now, and we will address that in a minute. You 2 lucky dice can sit right there. Deal with this trap. Okay, knockout gas trap. It's a trap. Knockout gas blasts you in the face as you search. That's gross. You fall asleep. Immediately end the action phase and set the time marker to 0. Recover 1 heart from a good rest. Discard this card. That sucks. That sucks. Okay. Well, at least that's done. We reset to 0. You know, we weren't even marking the things that we did. We were down 1, 2, 3, and then we reset to 0. So anyways, that's where that's gonna go. We wouldn't have any time to spend, so that's why I'm moving it back up to 6. Okay, let's just look at our throwing axe, because that's kind of cool. Let's see. I'm about to ask them to leave. I'm about to ask them to leave me alone. Sorry, I had to read it twice because I was like, am I talking weird? What's happening? No, meant to talk weird. So you may use this to attack an enemy. Kind of obvious. In an adjacent space. Okay, cool. So we could throw the axe. Get your head in the game, girl. Okay. If you do, discard it after resolving an attack. Okay. So if we throw it, we lose it, which makes sense thematically. We've thrown it away and we've hit whatever we need to hit, and then we've run off in the other direction. But I think we just use it as part of our attack. It just adds 1 damage. So that's pretty cool. I like it. I like it. All right. So we're going to take this back. We get our heart because of our knockout gas and a good rest. These guys are going to come back here. It's set up for next turn. Okay. So it is the puppet's turn. They're going to spawn. Okay, they're all going to target a victim. This lucky duck's got 2, 3 there. 3. This guy, he is going to target victims and he can move 1 space. So let's move him in this direction. And then this guy is going to move, let's see, 1, 2, 3. It's pretty much the same, but let's send this guy in this direction. Let's spread them out a little bit. And let's see, 1, 2, 1, 2. So they're all ending their turn in an allowable distance from Geppetto. He's not in any space, so he does nothing. Loser. Now it is the terror time. Oh no, it's a trap. Where the hell did the blades come from? Place the spinning floor blade trap token in your space. Yikes. Okay. Now what? Immediately apply that trap's effect. See the terror trap reference card to you and any victims in your space. All right, let's see what this does to us. Okay, spinning floor blade trap. Roll 2 dice. For each result, do the following. So 1 to 4, we take a hit. 5 to 6, you move 1 space. Okay, that's pretty cool. So let's just read this little blurb here about the traps. So whenever a terror trap card comes into play from the terror deck, place the appropriate trap token in your space. The trap immediately takes effect on you and all victims in your space. Anytime a victim enters or is in a space with a trap token, they are killed. Whenever you enter a space with a trap token, suffer the following effects. Okay, so anytime we come back into the space, we're going to have to do the roll thing. All right, that's fine. So we're going to roll, let's put this here because we can remember what we need to do. So we're going to roll 2 dice for each result. We do that. Okay, so 1 to 4, we take hit. 5 to 6, we move a space. All right, 5 and 6s, baby, 5 and 6s. 1, 5, and 1, 4. So we take 1 hit, not bad, and then we move. That's pretty sweet. Okay, let's go. Let's go up there. Moving right along. This guy's get stuck there. All right, that's that. Oh no, 6. Lucky. All right, now what? For each 1 to 4 that you rolled, oh, shoot, we should have kept reading before we rolled. We increased horror, but that's fine. We only had 1 4, so we increased our horror by 1. Done. Done like dinner. Okay, so it's our turn again. And we can walk, short rest, or sprint. That little guy over here is at a exit space. So I'm thinking we should mosey on up there, skedaddle him out, and then we will have enough victims to flip our card. So let's do that. Do we want to mess around walking or do we sprint there? Let's sprint. We don't have time for this. We're just going to sprint. Okay, guess the bottom dice are getting a little bit tired. That's cool. Me too. Do we want to use our close call and re-roll 1? Probably, right? Let's do that. Re-roll 1 die. Yes, success. Okay, let's move 2 spaces, which is all we needed. 1, 2. Boopity boop. Okay, and we get our heart back, which is great. And let's flip over this card and see what our ultimate ability is. Okay, whenever you draw at least 1 item card, draw an extra card and choose 1. You're immune to item trap cards. Oh, that's pretty sweet. For each additional victim save, recover a heart. Cool. All right, so she's good at searching and dodging traps set in these search locations. Fantastic. Okay. Do we want to walk anywhere? such a long way to get anywhere. We could try to come down here to where all the people are. I wanna be where the people are. Okay, let's do it. We need to lose a time for our sprint. Oh. I love a double star day. Yes. 2 spaces, 1 time. Okay, 1, 2. Very, very cool. Okay, awesome. We don't need to short rest, so we're just going to call it good. That was good. Let's end on those 6s. Perfection. All right. 4 to spend in time. We need to sprint and we need to search. Feel like we're leaving ourselves open to some attacks, but we have the life to do it. Let's YOLO. Yeah, we're gonna YOLO. All right. These are gonna come back to us. These are going to go over here. And that is our turn done. Okay. No puppets to spawn because they're all on the board. And they will do their turns. So this guy here, he will target a victim. So he can only move 1. So if he moves 1, he's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 away from Geppetto. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I think he moves this way, but because he's going to be too far away from that guy, that's the guy I'm talking about, Geppetto, he will not be able to end his space there. So let's move him this way. This might be wrong, but this is what's going to happen. We're going to move him this way to stay close to his master. This guy is going to go up here, and this guy's already with victims, so that's it. All right, and then Geppetto, he is going to attack nobody. And we move on to the terror. Ooh, minor dark power. Am I a puppet? Feels like it in this game, doesn't it? You're just like being pulled in all directions. If you start your turn more than 2 spaces away from Geppetto, lose a heart equal to his current attack value. Well, shoot. Okie dokie. Start your turn more than 2 spaces away from Geppetto, lose that many hearts. So he's attacking 1, so I'd lose a heart because I'm more than 2 spaces away from him. Amazing. Okay, so our turn's not starting off great because we're going to lose a heart. Oh, and we need to put these hearts up here. Hearts up here, hearts up here. So it looks like we're going to need to get to him and inflict some damage because we need to get rid of that dark power. That is just going to be soups annoying. All right, but we're at the House of Mirrors. Let's go. Well, we're not at there yet. We're very close. Let's do a little walk. We'll do a little walk over to the House of Mirrors. That's all we needed. Just the 1 to move the 1 space. Very cool. And we will search. Let's search our little hearts out. So remember, we get to ignore all trap cards coming from the item searches. So roll dice if you want to do your 2-star thing. Now's the time. Didn't listen at all to what I said. Okay. We're going to save these 2. Let's get rid of our short rest and a focus. we'll make this guy a success, and we will take the top card. Okay, so this is the aluminum bat. It says, almost like someone answered the softball champ's prayers. Funny enough, we played a lot of softball this summer. Okay. Whenever you inflict damage to the killer with the aluminum bat, you may immediately discard a minor dark power, including any health markers remaining on the card. Ooh. Okay. So after you pick up an item or in your upkeep phase, you can rearrange your hand of items. So we're going to put these guys in our backpack because this takes 2 hands, obviously, to wield. So I'm okay with that. And then we're going to make our way to this loser and attack him with our aluminum bat so that we can get rid of our minor dark power. Feeling good about this. Okay, so we sprint over there and then we attack him. We can do it. We can do it. Let's do it. We're just gonna try. We're gonna try. 6, 6. Let's do it. One. Oh, we need to lose a time for searching. Oh dear. So 1 for our walk, 1 for our search, 1 for our sprint. We're going to move 2 spaces. Let's do this. 1, we'll get this guy saved, which means we get our heart back, which is great. And 2. Not ideal, but it is what it is, right? Maybe he'll come to us. Maybe he'll bring the fight to us. All right, I think we should just stop right there because we have 3 to spend, and that's not much. Okay, let's get a guard card for 2 and a close call for 1. All right. That's that. This one's going to come back to us, and then these guys go there. Alrighty. Okay. Well, we have a plan. We're set up for next time. It's cool. All right. So our minions are going to go. This guy's going to move here to get to where all his buddies are hanging out in the. What's this called? The big top. The big top. They're hanging out in the big top with all the people. So he wants to come get closer to them. Okay, makes sense. These guys don't move because they're already there. This guy still isn't moving, not doing anything. We keep going. Terror. Okay, I'm all wrapped up and I can't get free. Are you kidding me with these traps? I have never seen so many freaking traps. Okay, so everybody's going to target me. They're going to move to me, and then they're going to attack me. Sick. Okay, well, let's just get started. This guy, he's going to attack me. 1. So might as well just take that because I can only defend against 1 attack. So I'm going to take at least 3, right? Because these guys are going to come, they're all going to hit me, and then this guy is going to do his thing and come and will guard against his attack. Because if I ignore all damage, it's only from the 1 attack, right? I think that makes the most sense. Close call. Let's close call and hope that one of these turns into a success. Okay, well, we can pay 2 time and reroll both dice, or we can just give up a focus and a walk because he's already in our space. We can just attack him next time and make this a success, which will reduce the hits by 2, and we'll just do that so that we don't get damaged real bad. Real bad. Okay. Okay, so place the rope trap token in your space. Immediately apply the trap's effect to you and any victims in your space. Okay, what is that? Discard 1 action card at random. I only have 1 action card. That is annoying. Okay, then if a walk or a sprint card was discarded, it was not. Decrease or increase 4. Okay, so at least something positive came out of that. We didn't have to increase our 4. Okay, let's see what's going to happen next. What's going to happen next? Okay, our turn. We have no cards. Should go there. No cards, but we have 6 to spend. Let's see. Do we get a critical blow? Or do we get a retaliate and something else? A furious strike, though. Maybe get a furious strike and a guard. Let's be a little bit wild here. Okay, let's do that. I think that's a safe play. We have a little bit of risk, a little bit of hopefully reward. We stop an attack from happening. Those will come here. And then these will come here. Okay. That's done. Our turn is done. Back to these guys. All right. They're going to target people again. Boom, boom, boom. He is going to attack me. Shoot. Okay, so the call on the guard. Wasn't paying attention to that. I was so focused on what we were going to do to him. Okay, here's the guard card. No worries, mate. We reduce all hits by 2. We only needed to reduce it by 1, so in your face. All right. That is the killer's phase. Now we do the terror card. Well, I mean, at least this minor dark power isn't going to affect us because we're starting in his space, which is great. Dance puppet, make a horror roll. He said it starts with that is never good. All right. So move all puppets 1 space towards you if we get a star, or the nearest victim of your choice. If no stars, kill a victim in your space. If there are none, increase 4 by 2. Okay. So horror roll, I'm assuming we just use the amount of dice that we have. What would you? Okay. 2 stars. 1 star. Okay, 1 star. We move all puppets 1 space towards or the nearest victim of your choice. No stars, kill a victim in your space. Okay, so this is a little ambiguous, I feel like. So does this mean as long as we got 1 star, we can do this? And if we had gotten no stars, then we'd have to do this one, right? That makes sense. That reads well. Okay, so we have 1 star, so we'll move all puppets 1 space towards you or the nearest victim of your choice. They're already with victims, so then I guess they would come to me. Come back. Okay, that's okay. right. Now let's shoot him in the face with our Furious Strike. Okay, so if we can be successful, we can get 2 hits from this and 1 hit from this and get rid of that stinking card, which would be great. And if we get 2, then we can decrease our horror. Please, please, oh please, oh please. All right. 1 star. Close call. I do not have close call. Dang it. All right. Well, we'll take the 1. So the 1 hit. So that means it's 2 hits, but this takes it out completely. So then we take these 2 hits right off of him. Just used to putting our little hearts off to the side, but there's this whole space down here for them. Okay. This is going to go away. Boop. And that is done. Right, so whenever you inflict damage to the killer with the illuminated bat, you may immediately discard a minor dark power, including any health markers remaining on that card. Cool, and I get to keep it. Amazing. Maybe on our upkeep phase, we switch it out for these 2, because then we'll do 2 damage. That's a good plan. Okay, so we did the 1, 2 damage, boop. Got rid of our dark power, boop. Ooh, we get to decrease horror, which is great, but then we immediately end our turn. Son of a gun. Dookie dookie. Why are our turns so short this game? All right. Puppets don't spawn because they're all out. They're going to target victims. I'm gonna shuffle away from us. Boop-a-doop. And whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't go shopping. I did not go shopping. I need to shop. Okay. We still have 6 to spend because we didn't use any time up that time. Oh, so witty. All right. Do we get a retaliate? We probably do, right? A retaliate so we can do some damage back onto him. That's 4. And then we have 2 more to spend. Is it worth sprinting away, or do we just like focus on attack? We're going to get our weak attack back, which will be great. Okay, retaliate. Maybe we get the guard and just block because we have 2 hearts. Probably should have short rested before we fought him. Might have been a fatal mistake. Oh well, we will see. Okay. Now they do their thing. Okay, these guys move up here. He's attacking me. All right, let's attack him back. Shall we? Let's retaliate. A little retaliation. It's good for the soul. Okay, let's go. 2 hearts. Hearts. We need 2 hearts. We have 2 hearts. We need more hearts, but we actually need stars. Stars. 2 stars. 2 stars. 2 stars. 1 star. 1 star. 1 star. All right, that's okay. We reduce all the attacks by 2. That's awesome. We only needed the 1, and we do 1 damage back because we have the illuminant bat. We do 2. Boom. Boom. That's how I play with the items. I'm assuming anytime there's some sort of attack, even though it's a retaliate, it's still an attack. I'm going to say that we used our aluminum bat to make that retaliation attack, right? Yeah, that's what happened. That's what happened. Okay, he attacked us fairly inefficiently. And now it is a terror time. Okay, bring her to me. Ooh, the closest puppet to you targets me, moves, and attacks me. Dang it. Okay, so the closest one, I mean, they're all close. This is the closest puppet, not puppets. So I'm only going to do this for one guy. Because it's very specific, right? If it specifies, then you only do the one it specifies for. All right, so it targets me and deals me 1 damage. We have the guard card though, so we might as well stop that from happening. Oh, it's okay. No stars. Reduce a hit by 1. He's only going to hit me for 1. You thought you were so clever, little minion. I'm smarter than you. Okay, that's that. Okay, if you were damaged by the puppet, move 1 space closer to Geppetto. If you are in Geppetto's space or there are no puppets in your space, discard this card. Otherwise, resolve this entire card again. Sweet. Okay, so, I mean, this is the closest puppet to me, so he's going to target me. He doesn't need to move because I'm right there, and he's going to attack me. And I don't have any defense, so he's going to hit me for 1. If you were damaged by the puppet, move 1 space closer to Geppetto. We're in Geppetto's space. If you are in Geppetto's space or there are no puppets in your space, discard this card. Oh wait, if you're in Geppetto's space, which we were, or there are no puppets in your space, discard this card. Otherwise, resolve this card again. So I think we could just move on. Actually, I don't think that guy hits me, right? Because we're in his space, so then we discard this card. Dodged a puppet there. Okay, so we are in the upkeep phase now, so let's do a little switcheroony with the backpack. Let's put this in our hand, put that in our backpack, and we are good to go. So let's just remember we can throw this axe from 1 space away, but then we lose it. We don't lose it. And then the knife we can use from 1 space away. And when we do that, we can divide the damage as we see fit. Okay. Well, I see fit to stab him with all of my knives. But I think it only does 1 damage at a time. Right? I mean, I guess. Using the knife, you may divide the damage as you choose between any enemies within range. So how does that work if this is only doing 1 damage? Maybe it just takes a combination of all of the hits that we're going to deal based on our attack, and you can spread them across. Let's go with that. Seems reasonable. Okay. Nobody panics. Nobody's died for a while, which famous last words in a horror movie. That's cool. Get your head in the game, girl. Okay, it's fine. So they've done their thing. We had the terror card. Our turn. What are we doing? Are we smacking this guy in the mouth? Yep. Weak attack. We're gonna weak attack this guy. All right. Do a good job. Oh dear. All right. Do we make that a success? Because we don't really have a whole lot of hearts to play with. Let's turn in our focus and make that a success so we don't lose any hearts. we attack him for 1 for this. And then we're going to attack him 1 for this. Okay, so you see what we're doing here? And then we're going to attack him 1 for our axe. And we get to see if we've done it or if he has more lives. Oh, we did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. Yeah, we did it. That is amazing. Super happy about that. Guys, this was a great game. Look at, we barely got the bloodlust. Look at how many people died. Like, it's like he wasn't even trying today. He felt bad for me because he knew I was nervous. That's sweet. And we saved a whole bunch of people. This is awesome. We did a great job. We did a great job. I'm so excited about that. That's amazing. We were rolling stars like we were made of them. Amazing. Amazing. I have nothing more to say. It's amazing. Hopefully this was enough to get you into your board game era. Thanks for joining us, guys. See you next time. Bye. I'm Al, and I'm in my board game era. I forgot to flip over the token. We would have had 3 hearts. This guy didn't stand a chance. Today. On fire. Fire.
Not because you're bad.
Not because I was bad. No, thank goodness. So good. So good. I got it here.